Mmdvmtear Digital Ham Radio Diary. Welcome. Mmdvmtear. We're going to call this our Jumbo Hotspot Mmdvm Autopsy. So as you can see, D-Start is going well.
So, you know, that's kind of my little thing I'm doing. I'm just monitoring radio, watching this whole series of spotting. It's pretty good Roman history, you know. That's kind of what I'm up to. How you doing tonight, Bill?
Okay, so you can see how well it works. And Pi-Star nowadays is fully GPS, APRS enabled. So why have we called it an autopsy? Well, what we're going to do, we're just going to break down the components of a hotspot. So let's just start off by taking apart this, the most common thing, which is the Jumbo hotspot. Now this one has got an adapter on the bottom. I'll just unplug. You can buy, I know I've got tape on the back, but basically there's an adapter that you can buy that attaches to the Pi 0, and it means you don't have to use the side USBs. It frees them up for other things. But let's take it apart anyway. So nearly all of them come with a 70cm antenna. Now, some hotspots they are 2 meters and 70. So there's your antenna. There you go, SMA connector. The actual hotspot, when you get it, if you get one from, say, China, I mean they've got them in the UK, you'll find that an assembled kit is about 70 to 80 pounds, but you can just buy the Mmdvm hat. So have a good look at that. They nearly always come with these connectors, these two black connectors already soldered to the actual hat. So you've got your SMA connector there for the antenna. Now they don't always come with this screen. This is called an Oled screen. Now you activate this screen in Pi-Star settings, and I'll talk about that a bit further along the video. But even if you come without it, it doesn't matter. You don't need it because you can monitor the device just from any browser, because it uses Pi-Star uses your browser as a control panel, and so you can have a dashboard where you just watch what's happening and see where you are, or you can go into configuration, and there are many settings there, not just for you as a user but also for the administrators. And so it's an open source system, it's a free system, Pi-Star, and it's run by many volunteers. So I don't I'm not going to go into the components of this device. That's a more in-depth thing. Right, so just giving you a good look at it. It's very small and light, look at my finger. So what you do, if you buy it separate, the thing you're going to need, you're either going to need two things. One, the most common one is to buy yourself a Pi. I'll just quickly say that you can get these for 15 to 20 pound. An Mmdvm hat with the antenna. So the next thing you're going to need, and most of them will come without this this board on the bottom, which is only like £4 from China. Most of them don't come with that. They'll come just like this. It's basically a Pi 0, and you can get these for under £20. It's basically a computer. It's doing all the work for you. You do need a SD card, so get yourself like a, I would say 8 GB upwards SD card. Yeah, the better SD card, the less problems you're going to have. Now you load this image on, and it's a free image on the Pi-Star website. Go to the downloads section and load the image. What you also do is go to Pi-Star and add a WPA supplicant, and what that basically is your router details. Now there's a whole setup video for this, but once you get the image on there, and if you get the Pi0W that's got Wi-Fi built in, it will you'll be able to find your Wi-Fi using an app or a program called something like IP Scanner, which basically scans the network you've got at home, the Wi-Fi network, and finds and you will find the IP address, the IP number of your new hotspot. But there is also a if you Google like a Pi-Star local, you'll see the web address where there's like an address that isn't a number, but it will find your Pi-Star, which needs to be set up in configuration. So anyway, once you've got your SD card in there, I'll just show you how the thing plugs back together. Just that, literally just get the pins lined up, and it literally just slots in nicely, like so. Now, the other handy thing about it is that if you want to, most of us have got a Raspberry Pi 3 lying around. Now, this one is a Raspberry Pi 3B, so it has Wi-Fi built in and it's fast. You know, I know there's a newer models out there, but these are very good. So what I find is that if I get one of these, and then I get so most of us have got one lying around. If I get one of these and plug my hat into it, everything just runs a lot faster. Try and get it lined up correctly. Oh yeah, I've got to snip those pins first. There's some pins there that I've got to snip so that it will slide on, because I've put the this is an OLED screen. It lights up blue and yellow. So I've got to snip those pins so that it will slide on there. Look, I've got a feeling I put the pins should have been above. See the black plastic bit? That probably should have been above the Pi Zero board, but it's okay. So it will just slide on there if I never had the pin problem. Okay, like so. And the SD card will work exactly the same as if it was in the Pi Zero. So let's get the SD card in there. So yeah, your SD card just slides in there, and you don't have to alter it. You don't have to alter it to accommodate the Pi Zero or the Pi 3. The same image will work on both. So you put it on there, and then what you can then do is, you've got your OLED screen, which will look very nice. Gives the OLED screen information will give your IP address, and it'll give the username, you know, the call sign, and it'll give the reflector that you're on as well, and it gives some other information, and it's live. So let's then the last thing I'll say is the Nexian screen. Now these are full color screens. Again, you need to load an image on these screens. They do accept an SD card, or you can do it using I know mine's all taped up. This is a TTL adapter, USB. See the way it connects in there, for a color screen, and you can have different sizes. It gives the same information as the OLED screen. Now these, with the adapter, you know, it will just plug straight into the USB. I've noticed as well that even with the Raspberry Pi Zero, that, see these 4 pins here. Actually, I don't know if it's these 4 or these 8 here. Could be these 8, but you can actually connect a Nexian screen see these color wires? You can actually connect them to the top here. You can add some pins, and then you can connect them. It could be these ones, but anyway, you get the idea. You don't have to have the Pi 3 to use a Nextion screen. So what we'll do now, we'll put it back together and we'll let it boot, and then we'll end the video. But any ham operator that's got a digital radio will be mad not to have a hotspot, because it's like having your own repeater at home. That's what it's like, and it gives you full control. So let's plug it in and then watch it boot up, and then we'll end the video. Just like I say, it's a mini USB. Right, hopefully it'll come to life in a sec. And when you reboot these and turn them on and off, they keep all their settings. It's not like you have to keep redoing it every time. It's booted. Let's see if we can get a contact here. We'll give a call out. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo, calling for an audio check. So you can see all the information.
Bravo. You're coming, Andy, you're coming in loud and clear. A8QBY.
We don't even need the antenna on there. Let's go back to Bill. Just put the antenna on there. Yeah, morning Bill. Hope you're well. Thanks very much. Yeah, just put together a little jumbo hotspot and soldered a Oled screen on it, just testing it out. But it's doing well. It's got the call sign on there. It says CQ. I can see my name and the IP address. So all doing well. How are you over there this morning from M0FXB?
I'm doing great. It's early in the morning, about 23 after 2 a.m., but I'm a night owl. Like yourself, I have a D74, and I'm using a Hotspot. QTH is Columbus, Ohio, here in the U.S.
So there, after this, we'll go to the configuration. Thanks for watching so far. Just to quickly show you, we're on the dashboard of the Pi-Star, and you can see my IP address is here, which will be the same as what you would see on the screen. So I'm connected to, turn this down, turn it, too many radios here. So you can see I'm connected to 1 Charlie here. There's my call sign, frequency of the hotspot. These are all the different stations coming in. There's a much more in-depth video if you want one of setting all this up. I'll just quickly show you the configuration page. There is a login of Pi-Star and password Raspberry. So yeah, you can select the mode that you're going to use, but this is on D-Star, but you can do YSF and DMR and other modes, all these modes here. Then here's the frequency, and if you use DMR, you need your DMR number. Now this is the hat you need to select. The bit where it says STM32DVM. That's very important for if you're going to use the hat that I've just showed you. And then here's your settings, which a lot of them are by default anyway. And eventually you get down to the bottom, you can change your Wi-Fi and add your Wi-Fi at the end. And you can even add more than one Wi-Fi, so it will switch to your mobile phone hotspot. So there's my settings there. Any questions at all, just drop me an email. So 73, hope you find the jumbo hotspot autopsy interesting. All the best.